Hey, it's me, Site7. This is part 36 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough. We're going to be doing the Floor of Language realization. I'm going to show how to do it the easy way. So we're going to take off all of those, and we'll leave Gebura. Going to be running Mia's Prowess on Fixer Mind Hauler. Let's get into it. The Book of the Red Mist. I was called that back then. Meeting my past self in person reminded me of a lot of things. You don't get the opportunity to confront yourself often. I certainly brandished my blade, trying to protect many friends and colleagues. Even if I couldn't meet the expectations, even if I couldn't save them all. Yeah, that's how the Red Mist was. Not all of people can fight solely for the sake of others. Callie the Red Mist, Gebura the Sephira and Elcorp, my present self, a librarian. Yeah, she kinda fell, huh? Our three lives may not have been the same, but my spirit has carried over. Well, do you find yourself miserable right now? Not really. I do think it's laughable, though. I failed to protect everyone and ended up here like this. Still, I can say for sure that I did my best. Don't you have a grudge against Angela for bringing you back and forcing you in here? And she stole the fruit of everything you risked your life to protect, didn't she? She's probably still wondering herself. Thinking about everything she went through, I honestly can't blame her so harshly for doing what she did. So I want to reserve my judgment until I've seen for myself the end of the path she's taking. If I unleashed my rage at her now, nothing would change. It'll only perpetuate the chain of fury and vengeance. You didn't even get to fully protect anything in your lives. How could you move on from that like it was nothing? You always tried, but others would steal from you and take advantage of you. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel any anger or regret. Even though I couldn't protect everyone, I saved the ones I could. I'm not like you. I couldn't even protect the one person at my side. I don't have anyone left. There's nothing around me anymore. All that remains is myself, an incompetent and despicable opportunist. I've become a lump of obstinance before I realized it. Nothing more than a hollow life trying to wrap itself in a glossy package. That day, my world shattered again. Thus began the days of endlessly looking back and retracing my steps. I was on a blind rampage. I raised anything and everything that seemed even just a little suspicious. If you try anything stupid, I'll make you bleed from every hole in your body. Spill it now. I have no idea. Look, I'll admit, making gear wheels out of kidnapped people was a mistake. Gears, huh? But you know, I thought it'd be okay since there's plenty of humans in the city anyhow. So, you don't know anything about it? I don't. I'm begging you, please. I have a family. I still have a daughter to raise. Those gears sitting back there must have had their own families too. It's almost complete. I'm this close to bringing back my son. The puppets in this place were all made of children who'd already died. Puppets? So you're saying that you're ignorant of it? Yes, that incident didn't have anything to do with me. Can't you just let it slide? Please, my son is over there. He's calling for me. That thing isn't anyone's son. Oh jeez, he just broke it. Can that...
저딴 건 아들도 뭣도 아니야.
Oh my gosh, he blew it up. Shit, he's totally lost it. Is there Ruina's cartel? You're not satisfied after what you've done to the middle? Thought I might get something out of the big shots. All they had to show was a pathetic display of brotherhood crap. You aren't being much better. You seriously know nothing? I'll happily take a lie, so get your gums flapping. There's no need to play along with his aimless spite. Speak no more. Just kill us. Let's get this over with. As you wish. Roland, it's not like you to rampage like a madman. I understand how you feel, but still. Don't come any closer if you want to live, Astolfo. I'll cut you down if you try to stop me. These guys don't look like they had anything to do with the incident at all. This is plain insanity, Roland. Only we could have moved into the nest. It's all my fault. You've killed too many. Some may have been hopeless scum. If you relish murdering so much, you'll completely lose yourself. I'm far from done. I still have a whole lot of suspects on my list. Killed countless people. The corpses of more people than I could ever remember piled up, forming a hill before me. The further I tried to go into the past, the taller the hill got, and it ultimately became a mountain that blocked my sight. Astolfo was right. I couldn't tell what was going on anymore. That person was also right. I couldn't see ahead. This whole time, I was only looking behind. Do I really want to find a lead to the past events and take revenge? Or was I just looking for an outlet to gush this fury? Is this a simple release of frustration? If I get my revenge this way, what'll be next? Those things no longer mattered. I didn't have the breadth of mind to think about it. In the end, I couldn't protect her. It's my fault. It's people's fault. The city's fault. What will be left of the man who failed to save what he vowed to protect? An empty husk. That's what remains. I don't buy it. I bet you're no different. You're just pretending to be cool-headed. I curse the city for taking everything from me, and I loathe myself for letting it happen. There's no way you can humbly be yourself in this damned world. Roland, when raging wrath is about to engulf you, you must quench it and forge it into your weapon. You'll learn to temper it soon enough. Here we go. That certainly looks dreadful. So that was what the librarians downstairs were talking about. Well, if they could do it, we can do it. Miss Gebura, I think we're all prepared. Alright, we're doing this. This is basically going to be a solo red mist. We're gonna let all the other ones die, because we don't need them. Obviously, with Mio's prowess adding +5 to every attack. Alright, mass individual 10-10. Not too worried about taking that hit. So I guess I could go over what this fight is. It's the same as the Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. You have to get her to kill the wolf. Oh man, she's getting 6 strength next scene. Alright, they're both mass attacking, so they'll probably kill my nuggets. I'll gain a whole bunch of emotion from that. My nuggets are all dead. No. But that's actually a good thing. Because now Lone Fixer will kick in. We get a whole bunch of abnormality pages. Okay, so I'll go over what we took. So, Cause of Savagery, we get 25% of max HP of damage dealt to us, become untargetable. Yeah, and we gain 2 strength and inflict bleed with each attack. Roll of the Wolf for giving power to our counter dice, and then they'll also inflict Fragile. Riddled Welt, if the HP is low, then we gain strength. And then Instincts. The last dice gains power, and we recover HP when it hits. And we can also manifest Ego, so I'll probably do that this turn. Hopefully I don't end up killing him, which I might. Oh, I accidentally did. Alright. So I guess now I get to fight Red Riding Hooded Mercenary, and she's got 4 strength. But I also have 4 strength. So she'll just end up spamming a whole bunch of mass attacks now, until we kill her, or she kills us. But I'm pretty confident. Red Mist page is really strong. Although I didn't get any healing, so... What? Why did this pop? Oh, it didn't go off because I killed the wolf before. Oh. Alright. Took him down. And now we've got our ego manifested. So just need to focus on winning clashes. We can let the counter dice do a bit of work now too. Okay, look at the counter dice go. I think doing this solo is a lot easier. You don't have to deal with a lot of the mechanics and stuff. Okay, so let's take it into the second phase. Okay, so for this card, we want the counter dice to do work on that. Because obviously, this card rolls 5 times without processing damage, and then the damage comes all at the end based on what each of the rolls was. Counter dice is just going ham. Okay, so now he's in his ambush stance. So this would normally just be focusing on one librarian. Since we only have one, it's going towards us. This is just basically a whole bunch of free damage. Probably end up killing this turn. Oh yeah, for sure. We can discuss whether or not we'll forgive the atrocity after we finish this. And so now it's Smile. So mass summation coming out. Easy to deal with. So I'll let the counter dice deal with that. Almost got the stagger. We'll get it here though, for sure. So this will take it into the next phase, where he summons melted corpses. And same thing as Mountain of Smiling Bodies. They'll use ranged attacks to try and hit us. We don't have to worry about that too much. A mass individual. And the melted corpses still have this effect. Whenever they take a hit, they deal 8 damage to whoever hits them. So we don't really want to deal with that. Although we will have to deal with them during the final portion of this. As you can see, I'm just gaining all that stagger back anyways because of Mind Hauler. Yep, and Claws of Savagery activated. Probably because of the ranged attacks that hit there. Which I'm actually really surprised. But this will take it into the final phase. Now we have two options here. We can just clash and kill him, and then focus on killing all the melted corpses, or we could use Great Split Horizontal to kill all the corpses this turn. I prefer to wait and kill them and just like clash with them after I kill Roland. Just so we can use Greater Split next turn. Or in the next fight, I should say. Alright, took him out, now I have to deal with the corpses. So I'm just going to clash here, because I'll end up activating Claws of Savagery. And then now I can use Onrush. This might kill all of them, let's see. Okay, there's one. Oh, almost. Oh, the bleed killed him. Nice. It won't do good to force Consolation on him too much. And we're now at max stacks of Red Mist, so all of our dice gain an additional +5, as well as +3 from Lone Fixer. So we are doing really well here. Now this turn I'll use Greater Split Horizontal. It should kill all the bats. Or at least stagger them, yeah. Yeah, look at how high these are rolling. Okay, we got on to phase 2. So I'll let the counter dice deal with that. I like that, 7 to 18. And down. So now we have an insane fight. So this has 2 phases. This first phase isn't too bad, but the resistances here, like, it just does not take damage. So slash dice, I'm really gonna try not to use them at all here. And it's kind of a shame that my counter dice are all slash dice, but it is what it is. Primarily want the counter dice to hit these two, the 3 to 7s, so that's just easy clashing. Collecting a ton of fragile, so we should be able to finish him off this turn. As playing this Wear Shell card, instantly kill target, copy the resistances and combat pages of the victim for the next scene. So normally, when you're doing this, you would actually, like, maybe want to sacrifice someone in order to actually deal damage. Which I wouldn't necessarily recommend. Alright, second phase. So now he's become an egg and is essentially evolving. So we get 2 turns to drop it to 0 HP, and it'll be constantly regaining health here. And we mainly want to hit it with Pierce Dice because it does the most damage. And if we do get it to 0 HP, then the next phase will be, he'll start with less HP. As you can see, he's gaining 10 HP on every hit. But we should be able to take it out this turn, because we'll end up getting the stagger on him. Yep, there we go. Now the counter dice don't play and I can do max damage. And so now he's got a scythe, so naturally he's insanely strong. So he's got this hardness ability, ignores resistance of damage that would deal 10 or less damage. So yeah, that's why this fight sucks. And then also, if the character took 80 or less damage within a scene, recover 10% of max HP. So killing this is an absolute pain. That's why I don't like taking other characters into this fight. I also have to worry about this card, Hello. Stagger target, inflict 5 fragile. So it basically just kills you. So we really don't want that to hit. And we want our clash dice to do work. I love this sound effect. So you can see just how little damage this thing is taking. It also has this effect, the imitation. So some of the cards will spend the imitation to boost the power, so I'll have to watch out for that. Again, using Hello again. Absolutely can't get staggered, because that'll be bad for our health. Okay, so I am gonna take some hits here. That's fine. Alright, and we got Claws of Savagery to activate. Which I don't think he did that much damage, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention? I don't know. Either way, good for me. And that's why I don't use Slash Dice for this. Snow's playing a big card. Goodbye, 20 to 40. So best chance to actually beat this is to use Great Split Vertical. We should take him down this scene, because he also has 16 bleed on him. And we did it. Lore of Language realized. Why should I begrudge it, since during the hours when my soul crushed the depths of my heart, it was seated there beside me. How do you find this occasion, Gebura? Guess my past self in Lobotomy Corps wasn't too different from Roland just now. True. Not quite. I saw you run amok in a blind fury countless times back then. I can say that this wasn't like those past moments. And it's not quite the same as me, either. Hey, both of you. Is that supposed to be some backhanded mockery? Not at all. Are you feeling alright? I feel relieved, but something feels kinda off and awkward about it. At least my body's all fine. That's good. Get back to your work once you've taken your time recovering from the aftermath. Well, don't mind it too much. We all have our humiliating moments. That doesn't make this any less awkward, man. Roland, I will understand where your anger comes from. But wrath is like a blade with the sharpest edge. If you aren't careful with wielding it, you might end up cutting yourself before you even realize it. So it's important to hold that blade correctly. And the next step would be deciding where to point your sharp blade. You're right, I gotta be careful not to cut myself with it. Although, I already knew where to point my blade from the start. That's that, and this is this. Want a cig? Fine, just for today. And now we get rewards. So all of these are really good. For the most part, I would say Goodbye and Shell are the best. So Goodbye, double the power of the last die the librarian plays each scene. So you can do just an insane amount of damage. Like if you only play Great Split Vertical, like the power of that would get doubled. So you can do just tons of damage, especially if someone's staggered. Hello? Each scene the first die the librarian plays recovers HP equal to the amount of damage it dealt. This is good, but there are already a lot of abnormality pages that can give healing, so this kind of becomes a little redundant. And then Shell, nullify incoming stagger damage from attacks. Now this is really good for boss fights and stuff. Now for the ego pages. Crimson Scar is a synchronization where you gain a unique deck. Cobalt Scar is alright. The first die, as you can see, rolls 4 times, and then the last die, the damage of the sum of all the rolls ends up getting done to the target. Smile, not a very high roll, but its on-hit effect is pretty good. Inflict 2 feeble and disarm this scene. It's mass individual. Dipsia is a really strong card. Mass summation, on hit recover 5 HP and gain 1 strength next scene. And then Mimicry, which is probably my favorite ego page in the entire game. On hit, recover HP equal to the damage dealt and inflict 10 bleed. So we'll definitely see that. Next time, we've got another realization to do. So I will see you then. Peace.